Hey, welcome back. So, Venus became the first planet to be explored by a spacecraft when NASA's Mariner 2 successfully flew by the planet on December 14, 1962. The spacecraft gathered significant data on the atmosphere and surface before continuing to heliocentric orbit. Since Mariner 2, many spacecraft from the US and other space agencies have explored Venus, including NASA's Magellan. Magellan entered orbit on August 10, 1990, and over the next 4 hours, it used radar to get data about the planet's clouds, providing the first clear views of most of the planet's surface. It found volcanoes, long lava channels, and domes. Most recently, the European Space Agency's Venus Express orbited from 2006 to 2014, and the Japan's Akatsuki Venus Climate Orbiter has been orbiting Venus since 2016. NASA's Parker Solar Probe has made multiple flybys of Venus. During a brief encounter in July 2020, Parker detected a natural radio signal that revealed the spacecraft had flown through the planet's upper atmosphere. A study of data from the Parker mission confirmed that Venus' upper atmosphere undergoes puzzling changes over a solar cycle. On February 9, 2022, NASA announced that Parker had captured its first visible light images of the surface of Venus from space during its February 2021 flyby. In June 2021, 3 new missions to Venus were announced. The first mission is called Veritas. NASA's Veritas, or Venus Emissivity Radio Science, INSAR, Topography, and Spectroscopy, will be the first NASA spacecraft to explore Venus since the 1990s. The spacecraft will launch no earlier than December 2027. It will orbit Venus, gathering data to reveal how the path of Venus and Earth diverge, and how Venus lost its potential to be a habitable planet. Next mission is called DAVINCI. NASA's DAVINCI mission will study the origin, evolution, and present state of Venus from the top of the clouds to the planet's surface. Named after visionary Renaissance artist and scientist Leonardo da Vinci, the name Da Vinci stands for Deep Atmosphere Venus Investigation of Noble Gases, Chemistry, and Imaging. Next mission is called Envision. The European Space Agency has selected Envision to make detailed observations of Venus. As a key partner in the mission, NASA is providing the synthetic aperture radar called VENSAR to make high-resolution measurements of the planet's surface features. Exploring the surface of Venus is difficult because of the intense heat and crushing air pressure. The longest any spacecraft has survived on the surface is a little over 2 hours, a record set by the Soviet Union Venera 13 probe in 1981. Earth-based radio telescopes also study Venus, including the Goldstone Solar System Radar in California, Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico, and Green Bank Observatory in West Virginia. In 650 BC, with ancient observers, Mayan astronomers make detailed observations of Venus, leading to a highly accurate calendar. In the year 1610, Galileo Galilei documents the phases of Venus in the Starry Messenger. From 1761 to 1769, 2 European expeditions were sent to watch Venus cross in front of the Sun, and led to the first good estimate of the Sun's distance from Earth. In 1961 and 1962, the first radar signals returning from Venus are used to determine the most accurate value at the time for the Sun's distance from Earth. And on December 14, 1962, NASA's Mariner 2 reaches Venus and reveals the planet's extreme surface temperatures. It is the first spacecraft to send back information from another planet. From 1970 to 1983 was the first landing on Venus. The Soviet Union's Venera spacecraft made successful landings on the surface of Venus, sending back the first data from the surface of another planet. From 1990 to 1994, NASA's Magellan spacecraft in orbit around Venus uses radar to map 98% of the planet's surface. From 2005 to 2014, the European Space Agency launches Venus Expires to study the atmosphere and surface of Venus. 2015 to 2016, Japan's Akatsuki achieves orbit around Venus. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you soon, my friend.